All right. Please, can you hear me now?
It's a cancer.
Yeah, please. I'm sorry for the network issue.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Now, we are actually looking at the logical operator, and I said example of logical operator include your and, your or, and the last one is the not. Then I said the and logical operator, the criteria is this. This is the condition they give. When the first criteria is true, or the first condition is true, and the second criteria or the condition is true, the and connector, it is what? The result is true. That's why you're seeing true printed out here. Otherwise, it is what? It is false. So what do we mean by otherwise? Otherwise means a scenario where you're having a false and a what? And a true. Or a false and a what? A false. It will give you what? False. Anyhow you want to put it is what? It will give you false. So I was now trying to give an example of a real life in a programming example. X is equals to 50, y is equals to 2. Let's see what we are going to have with AND operator. If I say print x is equals to 50 and y is less than what? Than 2. What's going to be my result here? Question. What's going to be my output here? Let me increase the appearance. So what's going to be my output here? X, remember I said this symbol is the real equals to. If I say x is equal to what? 50 and y is less than 2. It means that this statement is what? This one is true, Abby,
Yes.
because yeah,
Yes.
x is what? 50. But this statement is what? Is false. So the return
False.
of this particular statement connecting to
It's
with
false.
and is going to be what? False.
False.
Syntax error, the EG that I have there. So you can see that I'm having what? Fox here. Let's see how else, okay? I'm having a false here. But a scenario whereby I say y is equals to what? Is equals to 2. I run it again. I'm going to get true printed out. Are you getting it now? So let's say look at it in a control flow whereby you want a condition to be passed for something to be executed, or you want to carry out a loop, and that loop is depending on a certain words, on a certain condition. This is what you pass there. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Now the other operator here, which is called the or operator. So let me just pass in some print statement. If I said print uh, true or true, I said print true or true. I come back here. I said let me just come here and turn this on to false. Hope you can hear me. Oh, false or what?
Yes, sir.
All right. Then let's now say I have the last guy there. I have false, false or false. Now this is the criteria for the or operator. This is what he said. The operator said that. Let me just pass it something here. The or operator said that if the first condition, if either or both condition is true, it is true. If either or both condition is true, it is true. Otherwise, the or result is what? Is a false. What we mean by either? Any one among them will be true. Okay? Or both of them is what? Is true. Are you getting it? So in basically now, true or true, that is what? Both. This one will be true. Then either
Chief.
true or false is going to be what? True. Otherwise, false or false is going to give you what? False. So look at what we have.
That's for the so the or and the or is opposite.
The all is not actually opposite. The all says that if either or both condition is true, both criteria is true, it is what? True. Otherwise, it is a word false. Why the and says that if both criteria are true, it is true. Otherwise, it is a word false. I don't know if you are getting it. The and say both. Both must be true for the result to be true. Every other thing you are passing there is what? It's going to be what? False. But the all is telling us that if any one is true or both are true, the all result is going to be what? True. Otherwise, it's going to be what? False. It means that otherwise, a false to false is what? Is false. So it only take the present of true for you to have what? True. Do you get that? I don't know.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I get it, but what I'm saying is that I'm just trying to make a comparison here, in the sense
The
of,
opposite.
and if
Mm-hmm.
it will be true if both of them are true.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this true and false and true is
Mm-hmm.
going to be false for and, but
Mm-hmm.
for all, if false and true is going to be what? True. That I'm saying
Yes.
is opposite.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. But please don't
Yeah.
take it. The reason
Thank
why I don't
you.
want you to take it as opposite is this. You may this is because of the example. You can see a real life example, and if you say it's opposite, you may not grab it. Just understand the logic and
Okay.
understand their criterias.
Concept.
The concept is very, very important. Okay. All right. Now let's see a real life, a programming example for this. Let me see what I'm going to do. Just uh, this same syntax I brought out here. Let me use all to achieve it. Duplicate this. This is and. Let me just pass on to here so that in case you are reading it. So look at this now. Let's say I said x is equals to what? 50, or y is equals to 2. This one is true and this one is true. It means that I'm expecting what? True, Abby. I'm expecting true to be popped out. Let me separate this one from it. I'm expecting true to be what? To be displayed. Now, let's say this one is false. Let's say this one is 10. Let's say this one is 10. Is x 10? No. X is what? 50. From the variable we have declared here. X is what? 50. It means that this one is false. Abi? Why this one is what? True. So false against true. False or true is going to be true because there is a present of what? True. Are you getting it? Because there is a
Yes.
present of what?
Yes. Yes.
True.
Yes. Of true.
Now let's now see
That's for
false.
all.
Oh yeah, false or false. Let's say this one is equals to 9. If I run it, it's going to give me a return of what? False. That is what the or uh, operator is telling us. Or operator, we use it for comparison, for you to get something. If we entered programming proper, maybe we are building an application, you will see that there are certain part that will be using this operator. It's just that we are doing procedural programming now. That's why I'm just explaining the various concepts bit by bit for you, so that you know when to use them and how to use them. The last one, which is the not. Not is what? Is opposite, like I said. It just means negation. So if I come here and I said print, let's say inside here is not. If I say print not of true, what do you have? Not of true should be what? Should be false, Abby. Opposite of true should be what? Should be false. So if I run this, you can see that I'm getting false printed out. So if I come back here, not of false is what? Is true, Abby. I have false here. Not of false is what is true. So I'll have true printed out. It's just the word and what opposite. That is what the negation is. The negation is actually all about. Now, if you want to look at a real life example, you can say, still, let me still make use of this guy. Let's say I have x is not equal to 50, or yeah, x is not equal to 50. I have this here. So please, oh, this is the operator for not. The way you're having this exclamation, it means what? Not. So if I say s is not equals to 50, that will be what? False, because s is equal to what? 50. Are we together? Because s is equal to 50. Well, if I say x is how will I pass it now to get to turn it to become what? True. If I say x is equal to what? 50, I'm going to have what? True. That x is equal to what? Is equal to what? 50. So that's just negation for you. Negation is just the opposite of the other ones, word and opposites. Now let's quickly dive into the other operator. Do I still have your audience here? Okay, I think you guys are still there. The other operator, let's quickly dive in the other operator called the identity operator. This one is very, very interesting also. Identity words operator. So what I have here, I said the identity operator are used to compare two values to determine if they what, if they point to the same word, to the same object. Now you can see an identity operator in string. All right, you can see identity operator in a list. Now examples of your identity operator is and is not. Is not. So the is and is not, these are the two operators you find in your identity operator, and these are just words and what? Opposites. So the opposite of is what? Is not. And again, the identity operator return the boolean what? Result. Please, anytime I'm saying the boolean result, you should know that I'm talking about true or what? Or false. That's their end product. All right. Now, how do you make use of the identity operator? Let's see something. I want to declare an array of lists. I said x is equals to 1 to 1, 1 comma 2 comma 1. Then I have y is equals to the same thing, 1 to 1, 1 comma 2 comma what? 1. Now look at what I want to do here. I want to carry out something. If I come here and I print and I said, just like what you have, if I said print x is, if I say print x is y, I will get a false. Why am I getting a false? I hope, oh, I didn't comment or not. Why am I getting a false? I'm getting a false. I hope. I'm getting a false because despite the fact that the list the same thing, the lists are the same thing, true or false? Hello?
True, they are the same.
The lists are the same thing. Okay? Despite the fact that these lists are the same thing, but I'm still having a return of false. It's because of the variable. Okay? It's because of what? The variable. But if I have come here, I subjected this variable to something. I said, let's say I said x is equal to what? Y. I'm going to get what? A true. I'm going to get a true. Or let's say I said x is equals to what? 0. X is equals to 0. Then I will now say uh, 0 is in what? Is x. 0 is what? Is x. This is going to give me true. Why is it giving me true? Let's see. Why is it giving me true? Because look at it. I have in line 64, I have assigned x to what? To z. It means whatever x is carrying, z can still carry it. Are you seeing it now? I've turned it. So if you say x is z, so z, which is z, can come in place of what? X anywhere in your program based on what you have written in what? In your line 64. X is what? Is equals to what? Z. Are you getting it? Now, that is what we call the identity. It means that x is an identity of z, or z is an identity of what? X. Mike, for example, let's say you are the president of Nigeria. Okay, you travel abroad.
Man, no.
This guy said, "This guy, you are funny. Oh." You travel abroad, and there is an urgent meeting that you have to be present in the country. You send your subordinate, one of your minister. When your minister get there, they are going to address your minister as His Excellency. Are you hearing it? All the respect that we give to the president, they will give it to that person you send there. That's what identity is all about. Do you understand identity now? Is a member. It can go in place of wherever this variable words is active. So the opposite of your identity operator is of your of is what? Is not. So if I want to turn this around, I can say zeal is not what? X. Zeal is not what? X. Therefore, I'm going to get what? A false. So what is not is
A
actually
false,
doing,
yeah.
yeah, it's just the opposite of the first one. That is what is going to give you your what? Your result. Please let me know if it's okay. Is it okay? It is well. Oh. Is it Mike that is doing that one?
It's okay, it's okay.
Okay. Now let's
Celebrating you.
Joseph. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Now let's look at the last guy there before we. I'm going to give an assignment. It's just a small assignment that you are going to write. You are going to do for me. So it's a small assignment so that at least let me see how you apply this operator. The last operator that we have there is the membership word operator in Python. Membership operator. So for a membership operator, a good example of your membership operator is the in and not in. I've used this when I was talking about Mike, when I was talking about the item in a particular word array. I use in when I was talking about that. So we want to look at it now as that it is and prove that this is actually an operator. What is a member? A member is a part of a what? Of a set. Abi? A member is a part of a group, isn't it? That's a member for you. Now let's assume it that I declare a list. The same list here it's not compulsory to be something like this because this is very I just because I have typed it, that's why I want to use that as an example. Print. So I have something like this here. We know that if I print out x, Mike, what do you call x? What is x here? What is x here?
X is an array of one, two, and one.
An array. What kind of array is X? What type of array is X?
Hey, I know it. Oh, wait. Is it array of 0, 1?
Yeah,
I know it's
X.
not a method.
I know it's an array. Is an array, but the kind of array that X is actually a list. Remember, we said we have list, we have tuple, we have set, and we have dictionary. And I said anytime you're having a curly brace, sorry, a square bracket enclosing them, it is a list. So this is actually a list. So if you want to prove me
List.
right,
Okay, list. Array. Yes. Sorry.
yeah, this is a list array. Okay. Now if you run your print statement, you'll notice that those items will be printed out. I'm having this error here because I've not commented this one out. So those items are printed out. So what I'm looking at is that I want to use the membership operator to know if a particular item or element is a member of it. I can just come here and I said, now the membership operator return a boolean result also. That means it's going to return either a true or what or a false. So I can come in and I said uh, print 2 or 2 in what 2 in what in x. X is my what is my array. So I'm going to get a 4. Yeah, true is actually true because 2 is present. But if I say print something like 3, I'm going to get what a false because false is not what because 3 is not present in my what in my list. So what we use this guide to do is that we used to check if that item is actually present or what or not. Then like I said, the opposite of in is what not what in. So if I say 3 not in, so you're gonna see you're gonna turn into what to true, but this is actually what false. So your program is basically how you want to carry it out. What do you want to do? How do you want to twist it? Because later in this your program we are going to look at error handling. How do you handle errors? Because you notice that I'm not perfect. I'm writing program, I'm not seeing errors. All right, it's because I've trained myself to a level that at least I should be able to maintain not putting error in my code for the meantime. Okay, so how do you now, even when you're not handling error, you are not having error, how do you sort it out? Because error is one thing that every programmer must actually encounter in their code. Either you be a professional, don't mind those YouTube that you watch and the person will be writing without error,
Errors are
writing code
exactly.
without
I used
error.
to wonder.
Okay, don't just mind it. It's because probably they've practiced it again and again, and they've rehearsed it or something. But some of them they have it inside them. I'm not disputing that. But one thing we need to encourage people that are coming into the programming environment, brother, you must have problem with what? With error. When you're having problem with error, please be patient and try to figure out why is the program beginning out what? Error. So I would like to end this class here today and give my assignment, then we call it a day 18 on Monday. Is that okay?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you,
So
sir.
the first assignment I'm going to pass here. Maybe I will drop it. But let me type it here first. Number one,
Okay.
write a Python program to find the uh, area of hemisphere. Hemisphere. Second one, write a Python program to calculate average, please, average of 5 user imputed user inputs average of 5 user inputs. Then lastly, write write a Python program to show random number between 1 and 10 inclusive. Let me just give you hints. The first question that said write a Python program to find the area of hemisphere. Please go and find out the area of hemisphere. Find out the area of hemisphere. I think the hemisphere is please area of hemisphere again. I think it's 4 over 3 power root square. You can check it, or something like 2 over 3 power root square. So get your area. The pi is a constant value, Abby, and is either 22 over 7 or 3.142. So just pass it there. That will give you the area. Then the second, write a Python program to calculate average of 5 user inputs. So what I mean by this is this. It is the user that will enter the number. So the user will enter number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. So what your program will do is that your program will now calculate the average of the number. That means it has to add the number first, then divide the number by their occurrence. So that's what the question 2 will do. Then question 3, write a Python program to show random number between 1 and 10. This one you can use a random module. So you just have to import it into your environment. Then you now use your rand, okay, to show, or you can use your range method to get this one done. But since I said it's random number between 1 and 10, please it should generate number by itself, but the number should be 1 and 10 inclusive. It means that 10 should also what appear. Is that okay? Any question, please? Any question? Hello.
No, no, no question.
All right.
No
The
question,
question
sir.
will let you know on
Okay.
WhatsApp.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I'm going to drop the video. I'll also drop the assignment on the platform. Thanks for your time.